Hello everyone, I'm Richard Gon of Work to Live podcast version. It was a good weather today, but maybe you don't care. Maybe you don't care of the weather in my country. And I live in Japan, and it was good weather today. And anyway, and I'm recording this in the evening. And anyway, what I'd like to talk about is that it. So not all the products telling you that if you have this product, so if you have this product, you can create web pages which are going to be displayed in the on the or at the top of search engines. Which what I'd like to talk about is such type of products. And first of all, there are many kinds of products, or many kind of, in my country it is called information products, or anyway there are many kinds of products, from electronics to online products, and still others are electric books. And I write some electric books, and of course, as you know, my main works are adult contents, and which means the electric books I have written are porn novels. Anyway, so what I'd like to talk about is the products of a type, which is if you have such type of products, you can create websites or web pages which are going to be displayed in the top part, or in the top of Google search engines, or other search engines. And some people say that such products are swindles, because each person has its own, or their own algorithms. That is correct. I think that is correct, because my algorithm is different from yours, which means my algorithm is different from yours, which means for example, I'm a Japanese person of 30s, and who lives in Japan. So my algorithm has to be different from yours. If you do not live in this country, or if you aren't categorized into a guy of 30 years who has Japanese nationality, who lives in Japan, for example, most listeners of my episodes are American people. So maybe in most cases you are American person. American person means American person means a person living in some states of the United States of America. Anyway, so maybe your algorithms are different mine, and so for example, if you input keywords like United States of America, so in my case, so the web page is displayed on the top page of Google search. I use Google search, and in my case, the top websites are, for example, Wikipedia and official websites and stuff like them, actually. So maybe in your case that's the same, which means it's possible to create, and maybe that's the case to you. So which means what I'd like to tell you is that it's possible to create such web pages, like it's possible to create some web pages, like the web pages which are displayed on the top pages of all over the world if certain keywords are input and used for searching online. So for example, what I'd like to tell you is that if you input, for example, so if you input like Florida, Florida is the name of a state in the United States of America. So if you input Florida, the word Florida in the column of a search engine, you can get the web pages to be displayed are official websites and Wikipedia and so on. So maybe official websites are going to be displayed if you search with Florida. So for example, so which means it's what I'd like to tell you is that if you'd like to create such websites like if somebody inputs the keyword Florida and if you'd like to have your own websites displayed on the top pages of search engine when somebody input Florida and searched with that keyword. So in which case you have to know almost everything about Florida. So which means by using such rich knowledge about the state of Florida, I think you can create web pages or websites exceeding the official page of the state of Florida. So what I'd like to tell you is this, so this is anyway, this is a kind of this is almost impossible stuff because maybe almost nobody can create such websites exceeding official websites. So in which case if you live in for example if you live in France or if you live in Germany and if you'd like to create web pages about the province or the state in your country, so you have to know almost everything about where you live in. So if it's possible, you can create, but maybe in most cases it is impossible. So what I'd like to tell you is that if you choose fields you'd like to create web pages about smartly, if you have to choose the fields smartly, and if you'd like to if you can smartly choose such fields about which you'd like to create web pages or websites, it's possible to create such web pages which are going to be displayed in almost all the algorithms all over the world, which is what I'm telling you. So going back to the original topic of this episode, some people say that such products are certain kinds of products are swindles, and the products I'm talking about or the products which are called swindles or swindlings are the type of products telling people that if you have that type of products, you can create web pages or websites which are going to be displayed in the top page of search engines in almost all the algorithms. But not all of such products are swindlings. So maybe most of such products might be swindles, but it's possible to create such products telling people that how to create web pages which are going to be displayed in almost all algorithms all over the world. So if you input for example best ramen restaurants in for example Los Angeles. So if you know almost everything about the ramen restaurants in Los Angeles, so you can create web pages telling people that or describing the best ramen restaurants in Los Angeles, which is what I'm telling you. Such websites are going to be displayed in almost all the algorithms all over the world. So you can reach such a website describing best ramen restaurants in Los Angeles, and I can reach that website describing the best ramen restaurants in Los Angeles. and the products describing how to create such websites is what I'm talking about, and it's possible to create. So not all the products describing it's possible to create. By using that product, it's possible to create web pages which are going to be displayed in the top page or in the top part of the first page of search engines. Not all of such products are swindles, which is what I'd like to tell you this time. That's it. Thank you very much for everything. See you. And afterwards, I have created such products in Japanese language. So if you are interested in such product, please access that product from the description column of this episode. On that description column, I paste the link leading to the product I created. Which of course the product describes how to create web pages which are going to be displayed in the or on the top part of search engines. That's it. Thank you very much for your listening. See you.